Hey friends, let's jump straight into this mighty song, and with this lesson we'll do all the guitar parts, so let me play the intro, then we'll break it down. So guitar 1, we're just starting on an F power chord, playing stop. Then we're just holding the A power chord, back to the F power chord and stop, to the A power chord 3 times. That just holds through there. Then we're coming up to a G power chord, so 10 on the A, 12 on the D and the G. Go back 1 fret to F sharp to D. Then we're coming up to F, so 8, 10 and 10, to E, back to C. Then we have this riff here, we're going to play the A power chord, mute the A string, play 3 on the D, 5 on the G, mute the A string, play 5 D, 7 G, back to the A power chord, mute the A string, 3 and 5 D and G, mute the A string, 5D, 7G, back to 4D, 7G, 2 mutes, back to the A power chord, and we're doing the first one again, mute the A string, 3 and 5, mute the A string, 5 and 7, back to the A power chord, and then just F and G power chord, and that's guitar 1. Let's have a look at guitar 2. So for our second guitar we have the E string 1, 3 and 5, same on the A string 1, 3, 5, then move up to 3, 5 and 7, and the D string 3, 5, 7, play the A power chord 3 times, then just the open A string 5 times, and then we're doing 3 on the D, 5 on the G, back to 2 on the D, 5 on the G, back to 3 and 5, the open A again 5 times, then go to 5 and 7, 5 on the D, 7 on the G, back to 4 and 7 to 5 and 7, then we're doing a slide and we're doing that all again, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, the A power chord 3 times, our open A string, our 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, open A string, and then 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7. Then we're jumping up to 18 on the B, 15 on the E and bend. Come back a fret, do the same. Then go 13 B, 10 E. Then go to 16 B, 13 E, bend. Back a fret to 15 and 12. And then 11 B, 8 on the E. Then we're just doing the riff again, same as guitar 1. Back to the A. Now here's the only change here, we're going to put a slide, then the mutes, and the rest stays the same. To our A, F, G. And they're all the parts to the intro. So for the start of our verse, we're just playing the open A, 2nd fret D, 2nd G, back to 2nd fret on the D, open A, 3rd fret D, 2nd G, 3rd on the D, open A, 4 on the D, 2nd on the G, back to 4 on the D, and then open A, 3D, 2G, 3D, and then back to the start again. Open 2, 2, 2, open 3, 2, 3. Now we go open 4 on the D, 2 on the G, 4 on the D, slide up to 5, play 4G, 3B, back to 4G, and we just do that 2 times there. So guitar 1, we're just playing 7D, 9G 2 times. Palm mute the open A 2 times, then go to 7D, 10G 2 times. Palm mute the open A 2 times, 12 D and G 2 times. 1 palm mute on the open A and then back to 12 D, 11 G. Then we're going back to the first part again. Then go to 4 on the D, 7 on the G 2 times. 1 palm mute on the open A, 5D, 7G. 1 palm mute on the open A, and then we go 6D, 9G to 7D, 9G. Go back to the first one again. And the second one. Do our 4, 7 2 times. Palm mute the open A to 5 and 7. And that's guitar 1. Now let's have a look at guitar 2. So second guitar, we're starting with a slide, play the A power chord 2 times, open A string palm mute 2 times, 3D, 5G 2 times, back to the open A 2 times, then 5D, 7G 2 times, 1 palm mute on the open A and back to 4D, 7G, back to the A again, 2 palm mutes to the 3 and 5, 2 palm mutes, this time go 4D, 7G 2 times, palm mute the open A once, 5 and 7, palm mute the open A once, 6D, 9G to 7 and 9, go back to the first one again. And the second one, the 4 and 7 2 times, palm mute the open A once and 5 and 7. And that's our verse there. So guitar 1, we're just playing a B power chord 2 times. Play the open E, open B, then go to an F power chord, open E, open B, back to the B power chord 2 times, open E, open B, and then an F and a G. And guitar 2's doing the run, so let's have a look at that. So we have the E string 1 3 5, A 1 3 5, 3 5 7, D 3 5 7. Then we're going back to the E string 3 5 7, A 3 5 7, stay on the A 5 7 9 to D 5 7 9. And they're all the parts of the pre-chorus. So for our chorus, it's similar to our verse. We're going to have the open A string, 7 on the D, 9 on the G, play it down, then just do an up. Then we're going to play the open A string, and then 7D, 10G 2 times, open A string, 12D and G 2 times, open A string, 12 and 11G. Then go back to the open A, play our 07979, open A to our 710 two times, open A two times, go back to 4D 7G two times, open A 5D 7G, open A 6D 9G. Then we're going back to the first one again. Second one stays the same. Do 2 open A's and finish on an E chord. That's guitar 1, now let's have a look at guitar 2. So we're doing the A power chord 2 times, open A string 2 times, 3D 5G 2 times, open A 2 times, 5D 7G 2 times, open A 4D 7G, back to the A power chord 2 times, open A 2 times, 3 and 5 again, open A 2 times, 4 and 7 2 times, open A 5 D7G, open A 6 and 9, then do the first one again. Second one, A, 2 A's, 3 and 5 2 times, open A 2 times, and just an E power chord there. And they're all the parts of the chorus. So for our little post-chorus, it's nearly the same as the start of our verse. We have open A, second D, second G, second D, open A, third D, second G, third D, open A, 4D, 2G, 4D, and back to O, 3, 2, 3. Go back to the first one again, O, 2, 2, 2, O, and then 3D, 2G, 3D, and then to finish that off we have open E, open B, first fret on the G, second on the D, so just an E chord there. That's our little post-chorus. From there we go back to the verse, and that stays the same. Back to the pre-chorus, that stays the same. So for our next chorus, guitar 1 plays exactly the same, except just on the E chord at the end, play it 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Guitar 2 is exactly the same all the way through, and play the E power chord 4 times at the end. Then we're just putting our run in just before the solo, the E 135, A 135, 357, and the D 357. And they're all the parts of the second chorus. So let's have a look at our solo rhythm, and we'll do our solo at the end. We're just playing an A power chord, then come up to 7D, 10G and play it 3 times. Then open E, 3rd fret E, open A, come up to 9D and 12G 3 times. Do a slide, play F, G, and then the A power chord, mute the A string, A power chord again. Back to our 7 and 10 3 times. Our E string, open 3, open A, then go to a C power chord, to a G chord. Then we're going back to our verse again. The A, all the same as the verse. This time we just play the E power chord 4 times and finish on the A power chord. And that's our solo rhythm, and we'll do our solo at the end. So for our little post solo, we have the open A string, 2nd fret G, open E, 3rd fret B, and we do that 2 times. Then play open A, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B, 2nd G, 1st B, 2nd G, 3rd B, 2nd G. And then B, 1st fret open, G, 2nd fret open, D, 2nd fret open, G, 2nd fret D, back to the G, 2nd fret, open B, open G, 2nd fret G. Then we have D, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd on the G, 3rd on the D, open A to 2nd fret D, G, back to D, open A, then do open on the D, hammer onto the 2nd fret, 2nd fret G, open D, open A, back to A, 3rd fret, 2nd fret D, 3rd fret A, 2nd fret D, and that's our little post solo there. From there we go back to the verse, and that stays exactly the same, back to the pre-chorus, and that's the same. So let me talk you through the outro chorus. It's the same as our previous chorus. So we have our 4 and 7 2 times, open A 5 and 7, open A 6 and 9, and we do that 3 times. So 3 times, then repeat the first one again. And the second one. And then we're just going to the E power chord 4 times. And then the A power chord. And we'll have a look at that outro solo as well at the end. And guitar 2 is doing the same as our previous chorus. Just our A. 3 times, and then and our E power chord again 4 times to our A power chord, and that's the outro chorus. Now let's have a look at that little outro clean part. So this time we're playing open A, 2nd fret on the G, open E, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret G, 3rd fret B. Then we have B, open 1, open G, 2, open, start on the G, 2, open B, open G, 2 on the G. That's nearly the same. The next part we have D, 2, 3, 2 on the G, 3 on the D, open A, 2D, 2G, 2D, open A, open D, 2nd fret on the G, open D, open A, and then 3A, 2D, 2A, 2D, and then to finish off we just keep playing the open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, back to 2nd D, and just keep repeating that to the end. And there are all the rhythm parts. Now let's have a look at the solos. So I'll do the main solo, then we'll do the harmonies at the end. So we have the trill on G string between 7 and 9, so just hammer on and pull off. 9 and 13, the same, 13 and 16. Then just bend the 19. Then we have this little lick we're going to repeat 4 times. So 17E, 13B, back to E, 12, 17, 12, hammer on and pull off, and 13 on the B, and do that 4 times. And it's going to be similar. We'll do 17E, 13B, this time 13E, hammer on to 17, pull off to 13, back to 13B, and 4 times E. Then we're going to do the same thing but move up to 19E, 15 on the B, back to 15E, 19, 15 and 15 on the B, and 4 times E. Then we're bending 19E, half bend, play 19, do a half bend again, play 19, 17 to 20 on the B, hold and then bend, back to E, 17, 19, 20, 22, bend 22. Then we have this little fast run. We're going to play B, 8, 10, 12, E, 8, 10, 12, 10, 8, back to the B, 12, 10, 8, 12, 10, 8, to G, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 9, same on the D, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 9, then jump to the A, do 12, 10, 8, back to the D, 12, 10, 9, to the 10 on the A string, and you can do that with a bend and a pinched harmonic. Then we're going to bend the 7 on the G, but we're going to start with the bend up, release it with a pinched harmonic, pull off the 5, then just play the 7 on the G with a pinched harmonic, go back to the 5th fret G, do a half bend, 7th fret on the D 2 times, jump to E5, B5 on the B, 8, pull off the 5, bend 7 G, back to 5 B, back to G, 7, pull off the 5, then do the 7 again, bend, release, pull off the 5, to 7 D and do that again, to 5 G, and then 5 on the D 3 times with a pinched harmonic, 3rd time hammer onto 7, pull off the 5. Then we slide up to 5 on the E, play 3 on the A, with a pinched harmonic, slide up to 7 on the A, play the 5th fret on the D with a pinched harmonic, slide up to 7 on the D, 5th fret on the G with a pinched harmonic, then slide 7 to 9 on the G and do a pinched harmonic on the 8 on the B. Then we're playing 8E, 12 pull off the 8, 10 pull off the 8, 10 on the B, back to E, 8, 10 pull off the 8, 10 B, back to E, 8, 12 pull off the 8, 10 pull off the 8 and 10 B. Then to finish that off, we're just going to do the trill between the 9 and the 7 on the G string. Slide up to 13. That's guitar 1, now let's have a look at the harmonies. So while we're doing the trills at the start, guitar 2 is just holding the 5 and 7 trill the whole way through, and then sliding up to 11. And then our next part, we're going to bend 22 on the E string, play 22, bend 22 again, play 22, 20, bend 19, then play 20, 22, 20, 22 and bend 22 there. And that's when we're doing the 19 bend, that's where that harmony goes there. Then we have the run down, this time it's going to be B, 12, 13, 15, E, 12, 13, 15, 13, 12, back to the B, 13, sorry, 15, 13, 12, 15, 13, 12, to the G, 16, 14, 12, and again, back to the D, 15, 14, 12, 15, 14, 12, to A, 15, 14, 12, back to the D, 15, 14, 12 and finish on 15 on the E, Then while we're trilling on 9 and 7, we're going to do 12 and 16 trill on the E, to 16 and 19, to 19 and 22, then bend 22. And there are the parts of the main solo. Now let's have a look at the outro solo. So we're going to start with a bend on the 8B holding the 5E 2 times, then move up to 11B 8E 2 times, 13B 10E once, and then 15 on the B, 12 on the E 2 times. Do a slide, then we're going to bend 22 with a pinched harmonic, and then play it again, release the bend. And then we have on the E 17, 20, play 20 again, pull off to 19, pull off to 17, 20 on the B, back to 17 E, 20, 19, 17, 20 on the B, back to E again, 17, 20, 19, 17 and bend 20 on the B. Then from there we're just trilling between the 7 and the 9 on the G string, and slide up to 13, that's guitar 1. Guitar 2 is going to trill between 12 and 16. Then go to 16 and 19, 19 and 22, and bend 22. And there are all the guitar parts there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Modern Day Cowboy Guitar Lesson by Tesla. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you love your rock, glam and metal, jump onto my YouTube channel for hundreds more songs, and I'll see you soon.